issues with my daughter. I want you to know that I take full responsibility. Charlotte's mother has been in a coma these last few years, and I've allowed her to be raised by her stepfather and her grandmother lately, and I think that maybe she's lost her way.
Easy. So, wait, are you speaking to me as your lawyer or your friend?
Both.
Okay, well, then hit me with some facts.
A couple of nights ago, Charlotte claimed that she was hanging with Jake Weber at Kelly's like a couple of typical teenagers.
And you learned otherwise?
Nina showed me some security footage from the Metrocourt Hotel that night.
And you saw Charlotte doing what exactly?
We both watched her letting herself into Anna's hotel suite. The same suite that was later found ransacked. Anna's clothes covered with ink and then a cryptic message written in lipstick on the hotel mirror.
And you're afraid that she's falling with the wrong crowd, that she might have witnessed what happened in that hotel room?
I think she's the perpetrator.
Ah. Okay, well, if that is the case, then she's definitely troubled about something, experiencing some kind of growing pain. But even so, I don't think there's a court in the country that's gonna think of that as anything other than a cry for help. You know what I mean? Even with the state of the room and the clothes and the message on the mirror, I mean, it's just the folly of misspent youth.
You may be right. But I think she'd face a stiffer sentence if the court knew that she set fire to Anna's house.
I understand how upset you must have been to see visual evidence that your teenage girl broke into a hotel room. And I get it. Anna's not some random person. You love her, and if Charlotte had a problem with that, that's troubling. But breaking and entering? Even vandalism is a hell of a long way from arson.
I have every faith in my daughter's intelligence and her capability. She was at camp that night. That's less than an hour from Port Charles. She could have taken a rideshare. She's familiar enough with Anna's house. That fire was intentionally set while Anna and I were away.
I refuse to believe that Charlotte would ever intentionally hurt Anna.
Not physically. She wanted to take away her home.
For what purpose?
She wanted her scared. She wanted her insecure.
Wait a minute. If I remember correctly, when you said the fire was set, didn't Anna say she thought a professional had done it?
I think she assumed that it was Debbie's wrong.
All right. Well, Anna's no fool. She's been around the block a couple times, so she knows what she's talking about. How on earth would a teenage girl know how to set a fire looks like a professional did it?
Internet, Martin. It's a dark place. If you look for something hard enough, you're going to find it. I'm almost certain that my daughter is responsible for Anna's house fire. And I want your help protecting her from herself.
Even though the PC